Perhaps the most famed witch from Greek mythology. Here we have an image of the evil witch queen Circe, featured in Homer's Odyssey, but this painting by Waterhouse actually shows her not from the Odyssey, but a scene from Ovid's Metamorphoses, a writer in the Roman era. And here we see a seductive and jealous witch Circe pouring one of her magical elixirs into a pool where her rival in love for Glaucus, her rival Scylla, will bathe in this pool, and then this beautiful nymph Scylla will turn into the monstrous creature that we know from Greek traditions, always paired with the Scylla and Charybdis. Another image of Circe comes to us here from Homer's Odyssey. A cup in the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. This passage from Book 10 in the Odyssey tells us when Odysseus' men crash land on the island of the witch Circe, and she opens the shining doors, and she came out and invited them in, reading from Book 10 here, and all in their innocence entered. Only Eurylochus waited outside, for he suspected treachery. And it's thought here we see Eurylochus, who seems to be running a bit in the opposite direction. She brought them inside and seated them on chairs and benches and mixed them, a potion, with barley and cheese and pale honey added to Pramnian wine, but put into the mixture malignant drugs to make them forgetful of their own country. When she'd given them this and they had drunk it down, next she struck them with her wand and drove them into her pig pens, and they took on the look and likeness of pigs, with heads and voices and bristles of pigs, but the minds within them stayed as had been before. And in one of the many narrative conventions of Greek vase painters, they're showing two different moments of the story happening at the same time. It's kind of like a comic book. These were ancient Greek comic books, where you have Circe passing the potion to Odysseus' men, and they're already in the act, midway in the act of transformation. You can see their heads are taking on the likeness of the pigs while they have the human bodies below them. And the other fun thing is this was a drinking cup in ancient Greece, and they weren't drinking Kool-Aid. This was a potent drink. They were drinking, of course, wine out of this alcohol intoxicant. And so if you look at the shape of the cup that Circe is passing on to the men, it resembles the same shape as the cup from which the holder of this vessel would be drinking, the shape of the cup itself. So looking at this, what the drinker might wonder, am I going to become a pig through this magical elixir within? So weaving this notion of, we see in ancient Greece, incantations were already captured in the human psyche, the idea of someone having power through ritual speech and mixing potions, having a transformative effect. Transformation, whether it's through a curse or whether it's the magical arts of the witch themselves, the idea of the human transforming into a creature, be it a dragon or a monster, is something so frequently encountered in sorcery and witchcraft.